Imagine a school where wearing a simple ponytail is strictly forbidden. This may sound outrageous, but it's just the tip of the iceberg when it comes to Japan's fascinating yet controversial education system. Join us on a journey as we uncover the most intriguing and unusual rules that shape daily life in Japanese schools. Welcome, curious minds. Today's exploration takes us deep into Japan's educational landscape, a system that's both celebrated for its outstanding achievements and questioned for its rigid discipline. Together, we'll examine whether these strict regulations enhance or hinder students' creative potential. Hair, where tradition meets personal expression. In Japanese schools, hair represents more than just a style choice. It stands as a powerful symbol in the ongoing debate between conformity and self-expression. Walking into any Japanese classroom reveals an ocean of identical black, perfectly groomed hairstyles, a visual testament to uniformity. Meet Akira, whose story illustrates this daily struggle with identity. Born with naturally curly locks, he spends each morning wrestling with a difficult decision: conform by straightening his hair or endure critical glances from teachers. Yet Akira's experience merely scratches the surface of Japan's intricate hair regulations. Schools enforce detailed guidelines covering everything from length to shade. Male students must maintain short cuts, ensuring hair doesn't touch their ears or collar. Female students face their own restrictions, including the surprising ban on ponytails, justified by claims it could distract male students. Perhaps most striking is the requirement for students with natural non-black hair to provide photographic evidence proving their hair color is genuine. These rules might seem extreme to outsiders, yet they persist. Each regulation tells a deeper story about Japanese society's complex relationship with tradition and progress. In today's rapidly evolving world, we must ask, do these strict guidelines still serve their intended purpose? What impact do they have on students developing their sense of self? As we delve deeper into Japan's educational landscape, we'll discover how this system balances age-old customs with modern needs. Next, we'll examine an innovative approach to a contemporary challenge, addressing period poverty in schools. Breaking barriers, Japan's progressive approach to menstrual health. In a groundbreaking initiative, Japan has emerged as a leader in addressing period poverty with an elegantly simple solution. The transformation begins in Miyazaki Prefecture, where a remarkable change has taken place in school bathrooms. Within these walls, 52 carefully maintained facilities now provide complimentary sanitary products to students in need. This thoughtful approach has revolutionized the daily lives of countless young women. What makes this initiative truly remarkable is its expanding reach beyond Miyazaki's borders. Recognizing the profound impact of this program, Japan's central government has stepped forward with dedicated funding. This nationwide commitment ensures that young women across Japan can access essential products with dignity. The ripple effects of this policy are evident in the increased confidence and academic focus among female students. Yet this progressive stance on student welfare represents just one facet of Japan's evolving education system. As we celebrate this modern solution, we must also examine some more traditional rules that still persist. Consider, for instance, an unexpected regulation that has sparked recent debate. Would you believe that some schools still maintain a strict ban on ponytails? Ponytail hairstyle, the battle between tradition and personal freedom. In Japanese schools, a seemingly innocent hairstyle has ignited a fierce debate that echoes through hallways and classrooms. Female students find themselves facing an unusual restriction: the prohibition of ponytails. The reasoning behind this ban is particularly contentious. School administrators claim that exposed napes could potentially distract male students from their academic pursuits. This rule has sparked intense discussions about gender equality and personal autonomy in educational settings. What makes this regulation even more perplexing is its apparent inconsistency. While ponytails are forbidden, short hairstyles that similarly reveal the nape remain perfectly acceptable. This glaring contradiction has prompted many to delve deeper into the underlying motives of such rules. educational researchers suggest a different perspective. Perhaps these regulations serve primarily as tools to maintain strict uniformity within the student body. Yet this fascinating exploration of hair regulations merely scratches the surface. As we peel back the layers of Japanese school rules, we encounter even more surprising restrictions. Would you believe that some schools exercise control over something as personal as students' undergarment choices? Join us as we examine this remarkable example of institutional oversight in our next section. Underwear color, a delicate balance between rules and personal rights. In Japanese schools, regulations extend to the most intimate aspects of student life. A thought-provoking discussion has emerged in Chiba Prefecture, where school policies venture into deeply personal territory. Research reveals that 65% of schools in the region mandate white undergarments for female students. School administrators defend this policy, citing goals of minimizing fashion-related peer pressure, easing financial strain on families, and upholding cultural values. However, this raises profound questions about the boundaries of institutional authority. The implementation of these rules has led to disturbing consequences. Reports indicate that non-compliant students face the humiliation of changing their undergarments at school. Even more concerning are accounts of students being subjected to uniform inspections in the presence of male staff members. These practices raise serious concerns about student dignity and personal boundaries. While the original intent behind these regulations may have been well-meaning, their execution has sparked intense debate. The challenge lies in finding equilibrium between maintaining educational standards and protecting individual autonomy. This dilemma resonates far beyond Japan's borders, touching on universal questions of privacy rights in educational settings. As we examine these sensitive issues, another critical challenge emerges in Japan's schools. The rising tide of bullying demands our attention. We must carefully consider whether such strict regulations might inadvertently contribute to this problem, or if they truly serve their intended protective purpose. The shadow of bullying, a silent crisis in Japanese schools. Behind the facade of Japan's disciplined education system lurks a troubling reality. The statistics paint a grim picture: 682,000 reported bullying cases in 2022 alone. From subtle psychological torment to severe physical abuse, bullying casts a dark shadow over countless young lives. The tragic story of one 13-year-old boy serves as a haunting reminder of this crisis. His classmates forced him to rehearse suicide methods, a cruel ritual that ultimately claimed his life. Most heartbreaking was how his peers' warnings went unheeded, dismissed as mere childish pranks. This crisis demands deeper examination of our educational institutions. Can traditional disciplinary measures truly address this complex issue? Let's examine how Japan confronts this challenge and what insights we might gain. Perhaps it's time to embrace a more compassionate, understanding approach. Beyond clean floors, building character through collective responsibility. Visit a Japanese school after the final bell, and you'll witness an extraordinary scene. Rather than rushing home, students engage in a coordinated dance of cleaning and organizing. This ritual transcends mere housekeeping. It's a cornerstone of Japanese educational philosophy. Government educators consider this practice fundamental to character development. Through these daily cleaning rituals, students cultivate not just cleanliness, but also teamwork and personal accountability. Each sweep of the broom and wipe of the cloth becomes a lesson in life preparation. Yet amidst these positive traditions, controversial policies persist. Consider the widespread ban on student dating, a topic that sparks heated debate. Does this restriction truly protect academic focus, or does it unnecessarily limit personal growth? The answer reveals fascinating insights into Japanese educational values. puppy love when hearts collide with rules. In the hallways of Japanese schools, teenage romance is forced to hide behind strict regulations. Many schools forbid students from dating, claiming it's to protect their focus on studies. But is this approach really effective? The story of a high school girl forced to leave school for violating the dating ban has caused a stir in public opinion. This not only raises questions about the reasonability of the rule, but also about how we are shaping the future of the younger generation. While we're discussing the boundary between discipline and personal freedom, there's another aspect of the Japanese education system silently shaping school life. It's the strict regulations on schedules, where every minute is carefully calculated. Let's explore how the clock dominates the lives of Japanese students. Race against time, when the clock becomes the harshest teacher. In the world of Japanese schools, time isn't just money. It's a measure of respect and discipline. Step into the schoolyard in the morning, and you'll see students rushing to school like small, hurried streams, each trying to arrive at least 5 minutes before class starts. This isn't just a rule, it's a profound lesson in responsibility and respect for others. But the story of time in Japanese schools doesn't end there. It opens up a world where every second is meticulously calculated, from class time to lunchtime, even the time allocated for classroom cleaning. Is this strictness creating perfect robots or individuals with iron discipline? And what happens when these time rules clash with the digital world, where the line between study and entertainment is increasingly blurred? When technology collides with tradition, the mobile phone battle in the classroom. In Japanese schools, a quiet yet profound transformation is reshaping traditional boundaries. The once rigid ban on mobile phones has begun to soften, revealing a fascinating shift in educational policy. Yet this change stems not from technological pressure, but from a critical concern: ensuring student safety in times of crisis. Picture a typical school day suddenly disrupted by seismic tremors beneath your feet. In these heart-stopping moments, a simple mobile phone transforms into an essential lifeline. This reality has prompted Japanese schools to carefully reconsider their stance, now permitting students to carry phones for emergency situations, particularly during earthquakes. The implications of this policy shift extend far beyond emergency preparedness. A spirited discussion has emerged about technology's role in modern education. Could these powerful devices enhance learning experiences, or would they merely create unwanted distractions? How can schools maintain their disciplined environment while adapting to technological necessities? This delicate balance reflects a broader challenge in Japanese education, where traditional methods meet modern innovations in unexpected ways. When the blue sea becomes a classroom, life-saving lessons from the waves. In a world where swimming is often seen as a leisure activity, Japan stands apart with its unique perspective. Here, swimming isn't just another sport, it's a fundamental life skill that every child must master. Along Japan's vast coastline, where the ocean meets the land, each wave carries wisdom, waiting to be discovered. Visit a Japanese elementary school during the height of summer, and you'll witness something extraordinary. The usual sounds of classroom lessons give way to splashing water and cheerful voices. These aren't just ordinary swimming lessons, they're carefully designed sessions that blend fun with crucial survival skills. But beneath the surface of these swimming classes lies a deeper purpose. These lessons embody Japan's commitment to turning past challenges into future strength. Through each stroke and breath, students learn more than just swimming. They absorb lessons about perseverance, safety, and respect for nature. As we dive deeper into Japan's educational philosophy, our journey continues with another fascinating aspect: the strict regulations that extend right down to students' feet. The silent language of footwear. Enter a Japanese school, and you'll immediately notice the meticulous attention to uniformity in students' appearance. Hidden among the details lies a fascinating element: pristine white socks, each pair carefully folded with mathematical precision. This seemingly minor detail represents the pinnacle of Japanese educational dress codes. The story extends beyond mere aesthetics and folding techniques. In some instances, students face the requirement to purchase new socks if even one sock appears slightly worn or discolored. While this might seem amusing to outsiders, it profoundly reflects Japanese culture's dedication to perfection. The regulations regarding footwear become even more stringent when examining school shoes. They must be purely black, devoid of any logos or brand markings, a mandatory requirement. This rule serves a noble purpose: creating an environment where external appearances cannot influence a student's perceived worth. Perhaps most intriguingly, certain schools maintain strict policies against wearing tights, even during the coldest winter months. While the official reasoning remains unclear, some suggest it stems from concerns about potentially distracting colored legwear in the academic environment. These meticulous regulations, though appearing severe, instill fundamental values of discipline, unity, and respect for authority. Yet one must question, do these rules cross the boundary between structure and excessive control? This rule serves a noble purpose: creating an environment where external appearances cannot influence a student's perceived worth. Our exploration continues into another fascinating aspect of Japanese education, where teacher absence creates unexpected opportunities for growth. When teachers are absent, a unique approach to student independence. In most education systems worldwide, teacher absences create significant disruption to learning. However, some Japanese schools transform this challenge into a remarkable opportunity for growth. Instead of scrambling to find substitute teachers, these schools empower students to take control of their own learning environment. Walking into such a classroom reveals an extraordinary sight. The atmosphere is calm and focused, with students diligently working on their assignments. Peers help one another overcome academic challenges, creating a collaborative learning environment. This impressive display of self-discipline stems from years of careful cultivation of independence and responsibility. Through this innovative approach, students naturally develop essential life skills. Future leaders emerge as confident students step up to guide their classmates. Those facing difficulties learn the valuable skill of seeking and accepting help from peers. The classroom becomes a microcosm of real-world problem-solving and teamwork. Yet questions remain about this unconventional method. How effectively does it prepare students for future challenges? Can self-directed learning truly replace traditional teacher guidance? The answers may lie in exploring another fascinating aspect of Japanese education. Let's delve into how learning extends beyond traditional classroom walls. When water becomes the teacher. In the heart of Japanese education lies a powerful tradition that sets it apart from the rest of the world. While swimming remains optional in many educational systems, Japan embraces it as an essential life skill. Picture yourself at a Japanese elementary school on a scorching summer afternoon. The usual school bells fade away, replaced by the melodic sounds of splashing water and children's delighted laughter. But this isn't merely playtime. It's a carefully structured swimming class woven into the very fabric of their education. Each stroke, each breath represents a vital piece of their learning journey. These swimming lessons carry a weight far beyond the simple act of staying afloat. They tell a poignant story of transformation, where national tragedy sparked educational revolution. In 1955, two devastating incidents shook the nation when multiple students lost their lives to drowning. From that moment, swimming transcended its status as a mere recreational activity. It evolved into something far more significant, a fundamental survival skill that every Japanese student must master. The ripples of those tragic events continue to shape educational policies today. As you delve deeper into these aquatic lessons, their profound significance becomes crystal clear. They exemplify how the Japanese education system weaves purpose into every regulation. No rule exists without reason, no practice without deeper meaning. But this is just one chapter in our exploration. Let us venture further into the fascinating world of Japanese schools. We'll discover how even the smallest details of student attire each carries powerful messages about discipline, equality, and social harmony. Bukatsu, where dreams take flight and bonds grow strong. As the final bell echoes through the halls, Japanese students embark on a remarkable journey that extends far beyond regular classes. With swift determination, they transform from uniformed scholars into passionate artists, athletes, and performers. Welcome to Bukatsu, a vibrant world of after-school clubs where talents flourish and passions come alive. In one corner, martial arts practitioners move with precision and grace, their movements telling stories of discipline and dedication. Down the corridor, melodic guitar strings weave through the air as music club members craft harmonies that touch the soul. In the peaceful sanctuary of the art room, budding artists pour their hearts onto canvas, each brushstroke revealing their creative spirit. These clubs serve as more than just skill-building workshops. They're sacred spaces where lasting friendships bloom. Traditional age barriers dissolve as seniors guide juniors and teachers transform into trusted mentors. Every late-night practice session, every tournament journey, and every summer training camp weaves another thread into the tapestry of unforgettable memories. Yet, Bukatsu's influence reaches far deeper than friendships and skills. It stands as a living laboratory where core Japanese values, teamwork, perseverance, and dedication take root and flourish. These precious lessons become lifelong companions, molding students into tomorrow's compassionate leaders. However, this enriching world also presents its share of questions and challenges. How do students maintain harmony between academic demands and club commitments? Does the intensity of Bukatsu sometimes overwhelm its participants? Most crucially, how do these traditional club experiences prepare students for our rapidly evolving global workplace? As we ponder these questions, let's explore another fascinating dimension of Japanese education, where even personal appearance carries profound educational significance. Beauty behind strict regulations. Step into a Japanese school, and you'll witness an extraordinary sight. Students' natural beauty shining through without artificial enhancements. The school's policy is clear and unwavering, no makeup or flashy accessories allowed. Yet this regulation hasn't dampened students' self-expression. Instead, it has inspired remarkable creativity. A fascinating transformation has occurred in how students present themselves. Meet Yuki, a resourceful second-year high school student who exemplifies this adaptation. She pioneered an innovative approach to subtle makeup application, mastering techniques that enhance natural features while respecting school guidelines. "I've learned to embrace my natural beauty," Yuki explains, while finding creative ways to feel confident. Her innovative approach resonated with peers across social media platforms, sparking a movement. The impact of these regulations extends far beyond mere appearance. Students have developed extraordinary problem-solving skills and adaptability in response to these constraints. Many have discovered the importance of holistic self-care, focusing on skincare routines and nutritional wellness. Yet questions emerge about the long-term effects of such strict appearance regulations. How do these rules shape students' transition into professional environments where appearance standards differ? To understand this better, let's explore another fascinating dimension of Japanese education: the role of school lunch. School lunch, a lesson in nutrition and culture. When the lunch bell rings in Japanese schools, a special scene unfolds. Instead of opening lunchboxes from home, students line up neatly, eagerly, waiting for the school-prepared meal. This is not just an ordinary lunch, but a unique educational experience in nutrition and culture. Each tray is a colorful canvas, carefully arranged by nutrition experts. Fresh vegetables, fragrant white rice, diverse proteins from fish to meat, and a small glass of milk. All meticulously calculated to ensure the student's comprehensive development. At only about 250 yen, equivalent to $2.50, this meal nourishes not just the body, but also the soul of the future generation. But lunch in Japanese schools is more than just eating. It's a time for students to learn how to serve their friends, clean up after meals, and practice itadakimasu, a word of gratitude before meals. These moments shape the character and social skills of the students, preparing them for life ahead. However, does not being allowed to bring lunch from home create a barrier to creativity and diversity in cuisine? The answer may lie in the next aspect of the Japanese education system, where even moving up to the next grade carries a unique educational philosophy. Automatic grade promotion, hidden pressure in the no retention system. Japan's education system harbors a fascinating peculiarity that often astonishes foreigners. Every student automatically advances to the next grade level, regardless of their academic performance or attendance record. While this might initially appear to be a haven for unmotivated students, the reality proves far more complex. Let's explore the intriguing dynamics of this unique system. In the classroom of Kenji, a senior high school student, exam periods create an atmosphere thick with anticipation. Despite the guaranteed promotion, Kenji and his classmates dedicate countless hours to their studies, often burning the midnight oil. The fear of disappointing our families and peers, Kenji explains thoughtfully, weighs far heavier on us than any threat of grade retention. This seemingly lenient system actually generates its own form of subtle, yet powerful pressure. Japanese students navigate through intense societal expectations and face fierce competition for spots in prestigious high schools and universities. Consequently, the majority of students maintain unwavering dedication to their studies, even with the safety net of automatic promotion beneath them. Yet, one must wonder, does this approach adequately prepare young minds for life's inevitable ups and downs? To fully grasp how Japanese education molds resilient individuals, we must venture into another fascinating aspect of this educational landscape, where the organization of learning time takes an unexpectedly innovative approach. Unique school calendar, the secret behind success. When you step into a Japanese school in early April, you'll feel the excitement of a new school year. That's right. While most of the world is still enjoying summer break, Japanese students have already begun their learning journey. The school year runs from April to March of the following year, divided into 3 distinct periods, each bringing new challenges and opportunities. But what makes this school calendar special? Let's follow Akira, a typical high school student. He starts the school year with the cool spring weather, when cherry blossoms are in full bloom. The first period from April to August is when Akira intensely focuses on building a solid knowledge foundation. Then, from September to December, he participates in extracurricular activities, developing social skills and exploring personal interests. Finally, from January to March, Akira reviews and prepares for important exams. This school calendar is not just a simple arrangement of time. It reflects Japan's unique educational philosophy, where learning doesn't just happen in the classroom, but also through experience and personal development. But is this approach truly effective? The answer may lie in the astonishing achievements that the Japanese education system has accomplished on the international stage. Through this video, we've explored the unique and sometimes controversial regulations in the Japanese education system. From hair regulations, uniforms, to curriculum and extracurricular activities, each aspect reflects the culture and values of Japanese society. Through this exploration journey, we've witnessed a panoramic view of the Japanese education system. From seemingly strict appearance regulations, to the meaningful organization of school lunches, and finally, the unique school calendar. Each aspect is an important piece in the cultural and value mosaic of Japanese society. Leave a like and share if you found this video helpful. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you won't miss any upcoming exciting videos.